government speak to it directly.
Quick question on the Fitch downgrade.
On the which one?
On the Fitch downgrade.
Yeah.
We saw your statement after their decision, and they were obviously pointing to political instability. And we want to know if, do you disagree with that assessment, and do you think that decision was perhaps politically motivated?
So look, I'm certainly not going to talk any political motivations. We strongly disagree, right, with Fitch ratings decision. That's what I put in my statement. That's what you saw from the statement. Look, over the past few years, we have, the United States has undergone a historically fast economic recovery from a deep recession, as we talk about Bidenomics and how it's working. And that's what we believe, right? And we believe also that the Fitch ratings is based on outdated data. And it is inconsistent with the progress that we see. I think what you were asking me about is how they talked about January 6th being a factor in how they move forward with their decision. So Fitch, as an area of concern with the January 6th, when discussing governance as part of the downgrade. So look, the administration has pushed for and executed on the passage of bipartisan legislation address the debt limit, invest in infrastructure, and make other investments in America's competitiveness. And so I'm just going to leave that there, but I'm certainly not going to talk to the politics of it. We strongly disagree. You've heard from our economic folks all of last week, speaking and laying out why we disagree. I just laid out why we disagree with it. And I think we believe the work that the president has done the last 2 years on getting the economy back on its feet. And as you know, we've called it Bidenomics because we have seen unemployment rate low under 4%, which has been consistent for more than a year, right? We've seen job growth when we think about more than 13 million jobs. When you think about wages being strong, when you think about consumer confidence, all of that leads to Bidenomics, and we're going to continue to do that work.
What have been like specifically sort of the conversations that you've had with Fitch since they downgraded, and do you have any indications that other ratings agencies are perhaps likely to follow? In this case, the secretary, the Treasury Secretary, was already in conversations with them.
As you just stated, Treasury regularly meets with all major credit ratings agencies each year as part of their process to answer questions and exchange perspective, all based on public information. So we engaged with Fitch and shared our strong disagreement with their methodology and how they came about their conclusions. But the flawed decision was ultimately Fitch's alone to make. And so Treasury, as I said, has had that conversation with them. I just don't have anything else.
Following.
I can't. Look, I'm not going to get into hypotheticals on what other major credit rating agencies are going to do. But as I mentioned, the Treasury Department is in regular communication with them. I just don't have anything beyond that.